on the side.
I mean, like I
you
used
know.
it to find. It's like
Yeah.
I
Real
used
cool.
I used it to shoot like dumb videos with my friends, but it was one of those things that this was like the first.
With my twin sister.
It was my.
Yeah.
It was my first foray into business, and
That's what it
PayPal fucked me. They fucked me so hard.
That sucks.
So ever since,
You know, I had a bad experience with PayPal too. I can't remember what it was, but it was just like some annoyance that like completely turned me off to PayPal the first time I used it, and that was it. It was like one of those things. Like I used it, I was like, "Can I put my credit card online and send money?" Nope, I can't. Okay, I'm never doing that again. Basically, just stayed away from it forever after that point.
well, supposedly they've gotten better now since Elon Musk left or whatever. But I'm not. I mean, like I'm not sure. I stay away from the website ever since that happened. Shit.
Well, they were bought by eBay.
Yeah.
Now
well,
they're being spun off.
Yeah, that's a smart move.
think
That's a smart
so?
move. Yeah, I think ultimately PayPal's worth a lot more than eBay is.
I think it's one of those things about like grow by shrinking. Like
Grow, what?
grow by shrinking. Or they spin off
Terraceology? That's how that is?
businessology, like where they separate the company to make it smaller to then allow themselves to gain more growth on paper because they've lost money.
Oh, okay.
So it's like, oh, we don't have all that revenue anymore. We're a smaller company. Now we can, any amount of revenue increases a larger percentage.
I guess it's a food too.
I know, right? Yeah. Meantime, Phil.
Not really, I'm talking Joel too much. So
shit.
when I mentioned Joel earlier, people thought I meant Joel Heyman. I meant Joel Rubin. When I was
Oh,
talking
right.
about the stupid
That's just
story.
a rule at Rooster Teeth that we have to hire somebody who has a name similar to somebody else who works here. It's crazy. I think the moment we hired Clayton, who works in our sound department, we immediately started a relationship with Colton. So it's like a Colton Clayton. I literally have to pause every time I say one of their names. I don't want to fuck it up. I haven't yet. I'm confident it's going to happen. It's in close near future.
There's 4 Adams. 4 or 5.
Yeah, Kovic,
Two of them work in
Ellis.
the IT department.
Yeah. 2 Adams working in the IT department. Is there I thought there was a 4th.
Fourth Adam.
I don't know.
Is somebody slipping my mind? Today was a crazy thing at the office. Today was the first time I've ever come to the office, and literally the entire parking lot was filled. Like there wasn't a single space.
I'm glad you brought this up
Because I parked in the fire lane.
because you parked in the fire lane.
I did park in the fire
We
lane.
had an announcement this morning at the meeting that was very explicitly, don't park in the fire lane.
Well, that was-
I walked outside, your car's in the fucking fire lane.
I parked-
They just said, don't do it, and you did it. It's like you took your dick and rubbed it all over Matt's face.
Well, I do that all the time anyway. But how? Gus, do you understand what you're saying? The logic of what you're saying? They told us in the meeting. I parked there to go to the fucking meeting.
4 hours later, it was still there.
Well, I'm grandfathered in at that point, right? I have to be.
You can't make the rule after the fact and then punish people for breaking it beforehand.
Well,
can't
you were
do
in the
that.
bungalow. I know you walked by your car after the meeting.
Maybe. I didn't. In my defense, though, I wasn't paying attention to that part of the meeting.
In my defense.
Yeah.
Those meetings get kind of long. One of the funniest things about the Monday meeting is that Bruce is opening on a laptop from LA, and it's just like we're a technology company that takes video and puts it online, and we can't talk to you via
No.
Skype.
Well, it's because it's constantly cutting out because your internet sucks here. The Wi-Fi is terrible. So I know, like, I'm sitting there eating like food or like, like showing something on myself as the meeting is happening with hundreds of people watching, and I don't care because I know you guys can't see. And so when you're like, all right, Bruce, what's happening with Funhouse? And as soon as I go, oh, there's blah 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 like that, it cuts out, and then everyone like stares at me, and you guys all freeze, and I'm just like, this really sucks. Like I wish I was standing next to Bernie as he parked in the fire lane, so that I could be with the whole
You
thing.
should just record like a video file, send it, and then we'll just play it.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
It's like in
Really-
Speed, when they just record themselves on the bus, but then that one idiot moves his hand into his pockets or something. Like me. That'd me, yeah.
You know, the movie's kind of scary.
It is. What? Speed? People don't know Speed?
We're remembering even the specific part about the guy with his hand in the pocket.
Here's what I think that is. That's probably, judging by James's age, or what I think your age is,
Yeah,
that's probably the
72.
movie you had on VHS that you came home to watch, or DVD and watched every day after school, or something like that.
I mean, I had HBO as a kid, so like that would be the kind of thing where like May is Speed Month on
Yep.
HBO, and they remember when they had the little HBO pamphlets.
Oh, yeah,
They're
yeah.
little squares. Whatever was on the front of that pamphlet was going to be on every day.
All
So
the
I
time.
remember Speed specifically. So,
What's Eating Gilbert Grape earlier that made
did.
us all fall asleep. So
I did.
why don't
And we
you
were
ask-
walking.
It's a great movie.
I'm curious to see if Gus and Bernie
Filmed here in the
remember.
area.
You,
So-
you go right ahead.
what is it?
Filmed here in the area.